You're listening to the Life Coaching Secrets Podcast, episode 132. Did you know that life coaches are needed now more than ever? I'm Frank Macri, founder of Thriving Coach Academy. I've trained over 1,000 coaches and helped them launch their own successful coaching businesses. If you want to make an incredible income and impact as a coach and have a lot of fun doing it, I'll show you exactly how to get it done. This is Life Coaching Secrets. What's up, coaches? In this episode, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. In honor of spooky season and with Halloween being around the corner, I'm going to share with you a coaching horror story. Now, I promise, even though it'll be a little bit scary, it will be well worth it for you to listen to because you will learn something that will allow you to overcome one of the most haunting challenges that many coaches face. So without further ado, I present to you the chilling story of Eleanor Shadows. In the enchanting town of Enigma Hollow, Eleanor Shadows, a spirited life coach, found herself on a high after completing her coach certification. The moon hung low in the night sky, casting a warm glow on the cobblestone streets as Eleanor, brimming with confidence, strolled through the town. Eleanor had a contagious energy about her, a radiant joy that reflected the culmination of her hard work and dedication to mastering the art of coaching. As she reached her cozy home, a sense of accomplishment filled the air. Little did she know, this positive night would soon take an unexpected turn. That night, she drifted into a blissful sleep, visions of empowering coaching sessions dancing in her dreams. Yet, as the moon climbed higher in the sky, the dreamscape shifted. Eleanor found herself in a realm where the boundaries between success and uncertainty blurred. In the midst of her dreams, a ghostly figure appeared. But unlike the typical apparitions in this mystical town, this one wore a mysterious smile. "Congratulations, Eleanor Shadows," the ghost murmured in a melodic tone. "You've mastered the art of coaching, but do you dare tread the shadowy path of entrepreneurship? Finding clients is a journey not for the faint of heart." As Eleanor listened to the ghost's cryptic words, the dreamscape around her began to twist and contort. The positive energy that had enveloped her turned into a haunting chill, and the once celebratory atmosphere morphed into shadows that seemed to consume the joy from her recent achievement. The ghost, with its mysterious smile, continued to reveal the unsavory truths Eleanor hadn't anticipated. "Your coaching mastery is commendable, but the world of entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart. Finding clients is a dance with shadows, a puzzle you've yet to solve." As the ghostly revelations unfolded, Eleanor felt a sinking dread. The dreamscape twisted into a nightmarish panorama of financial uncertainties and the elusive search for clients. The once confident life coach now stood on the precipice of an unknown abyss, fear clawing at the edges of her newfound success. Suddenly, Eleanor jolted awake in her bed, sweat-soaked and disoriented. The moon, now shrouded in clouds, cast an eerie gloom over her room. The positive night had given way to an unsettling reality, a reality where the joy of accomplishment was replaced by the looming specter of entrepreneurial challenges. Fueled by a mix of determination and lingering dread, Eleanor Shadows leapt out of bed, propelled by the urgency to conquer the unknown challenges that awaited her in the entrepreneurial realm. In a frenzied state, she haphazardly rushed to her computer, fueled by the belief that setting up a website would be the key to unlocking the secrets to finding clients. As the glow of the computer screen illuminated her determined face, Eleanor published her website. She was convinced that her efforts would break the spell of uncertainty cast upon her. However, just when she thought the spell was broken, the ghostly figure from her nightmare materialized beside her, its smile now a haunting smirk. "Eleanor Shadows, your coaching accolades are a mere blip on the vast canvas of entrepreneurship. Making a website and expecting clients to flock is a delusional endeavor. You meander a path without a compass, lost in the abyss of your own ignorance." The ghost's laughter echoed, a haunting symphony mocking the audacity of Eleanor's misguided journey. "But I didn't know. I thought learning how to coach would be enough," pleaded Eleanor. The ghost, with a malevolent grin, retorted, "Too late!" The chilling words reverberated through the air, sealing Eleanor's fate in the relentless grip of entrepreneurial darkness. Reality crashed upon Eleanor like a tidal wave. The ghost's words echoed in her ears as she realized that her attempts, though earnest, were futile. The once confident life coach found herself standing at the crossroads of dreams and disillusionment. The ghostly figure erupted into sinister laughter, mocking Eleanor's attempts at navigating the complexities of entrepreneurship. And in a panicked rush, Eleanor burst from her house, the door slamming shut. She sprinted into the looming woods, each step echoing her fear. Moonlight played tricks on the dense foliage as she weaved through the trees, pursued by the ghost's eerie laughter. Her desperate escape faded into the night, leaving behind an unsettling quiet and a town haunted by the repercussions of underestimating the complexities of entrepreneurship. The town of Enigma Hollow, shrouded in an eerie mist, bore witness to Eleanor Shadow's disappearance. And so, in the quietude of Enigma Hollow, the once joyous life coach became a legend, a cautionary tale whispered by the wind, a reminder that the journey from coaching mastery to business triumph required more than just dreams and determination. The townsfolk, once enchanted by Eleanor's radiant spirit, now faced the stark reality that learning how to coach and mastering the art of running a coaching business are two distinct realms. And that is the haunting story of our dear, dear Eleanor Shadows. Now, I share this story with you, playfully, of course. However, unfortunately, this is a story that I hear all the time. Unfortunately, it is the most common coaching horror story out there. It is the narrative that a coach learns how to coach and they invest so much time, money, and energy into that, but they are left not knowing how to run a coaching business. Now, I don't want you, dear listener, to ever experience something like this. I don't want this to become your story. I do not want you to become the next Eleanor Shadows. So that is why I want to share with you, very simply, what it takes to run a successful coaching business. There are two main strategies that you want to implement, and they are the two strategies that we specialize in teaching inside Thriving Coach Academy. The first strategy is knowing how to organically market yourself. What this means is organic marketing is all about having genuine, authentic connections with people and providing value. It's about building a relationship with others, whether it be one-on-one or whether it be connecting with a following or a group of people, providing them with value, building a relationship, and inviting them to work with you. It is a very natural way of growing a business. The alternative to organic marketing is traditional marketing, which involves you paying for advertisements. It could involve you cold calling strangers and really begging random people to work with you. And the good news is that you do not have to rely on traditional marketing strategies to run a coaching business. What we found works best and also feels a lot more in integrity is using organic marketing strategies. So you might wonder, what are examples of organic marketing approaches? We have found there are 10 ideal organic marketing strategies. That's it. There are 10. There's so many out there, but we've narrowed it down to 10. And I'm probably going to make an episode in the near future going over all 10 of those. I want to share with you a few examples right now, though, so you can get an idea. One example of organic marketing is producing content on social media. Now, you don't have to be making content on all of the different social media platforms. You can just have one that you really feel drawn to, that you genuinely enjoy using, and that could be your organic marketing strategy. But maybe you don't like social media at all, and that's fine. You don't need to utilize it. Another organic marketing strategy would be podcasting. So we have many coaches that launch their own podcasts, and through their podcast, they attract clients. But maybe you're not into podcasting. Maybe that's not your thing. Of course, you like listening to podcasts because here you are, but maybe you don't really want or see yourself having your own podcast. That's fine. Another example of an organic marketing strategy is doing workshops. Okay, so workshops could be you putting together some kind of experience. It could be in person, it could be online. You bring people together, they get value from your workshop, and at the end of your workshop, you tell them about how they can work with you. You tell them about your coaching program. So these are some examples of organic marketing strategies. They don't require that you're paying for ads. They don't require that you are cold calling random people, and they don't require you going up to people begging them to work with you. Again, you don't have to implement every single organic marketing strategy. In fact, just focusing on one or two is really all it takes. Just figuring out which one you can develop a mastery in and doubling down in that area, you will see your business take off. Inside the Academy, we provide you with exactly what you need to do for any of these 10 organic marketing strategies. Okay, we will show you exactly how to do it. We give our coaches a step-by-step guide to launching a podcast. We give them done-for-you workshop templates that they can use to start getting workshops up and going right away. We give them guides and templates for social media content so they can start growing a following and attracting clients from social media. So in summary, the first strategy that you want to implement to be successful as a coach is you want to use organic marketing. That is number one. You will be so far ahead of many coaches out there just by having an understanding of that and getting proper mentorship in how to do it. The second strategy you want to implement as a coach is you want to be able to have high ticket programs, a high ticket program. You don't need multiple ones, a high ticket, high value coaching program. Okay, so what do I mean by this? High ticket means that you are selling a coaching program for a premium price. So this could be $5,000 per client. It could be $10,000 per client or more. Okay, now this doesn't mean that this will be your only offer that you have for clients. It also doesn't mean that this is what you're going to charge out the gate. And it also doesn't mean that you're only going to be helping really wealthy people. Okay, so it doesn't mean any of those things. So I'll clarify each of those concerns that people often have when they think about having a high ticket program. Firstly, you might think, well, does this mean it's the only option that I can have is have a high ticket program? No, you can still have a lower ticket course, program, coaching package, subscription, whatever it is. You can absolutely still have that in your overall offerings for your business. However, what we've found works best for coaches when they start to scale their businesses up to their first six figure is having at least one high ticket offer embedded in their practice. Because what you'll find is that 80% of your revenue will come from the high ticket sales you make, while the other 20% is likely to come from the lower ticket sales. So you might have clients start to enroll with a lower ticket or a free offering, And then from there, they ascend up to your high ticket. Maybe they get so much value from that initial or lower ticket offering that they want to upgrade, or they want to get more value by having your high ticket offering. Most coaches don't even have a high ticket offering. They're trying to rely on low ticket stuff. Now, there are some coaches out there that make it work with just low ticket, but what we found works best is to have a high ticket offering embedded into your coaching practice. Okay, so it doesn't have to be your only option. It also doesn't have to be what you are charging out the gate. So sometimes people, newer coaches, get scared away from high ticket because that's what haunts them. Is they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so afraid at the idea of charging $5,000 or $10,000 for my coaching. What I say to that is, of course you are, because you haven't been formally trained yet. You haven't received enough mentorship. What's going to help you build up your confidence is getting a lot of coaching experience and mentorship, so you know that you're offering very high level coaching, okay? Now, you don't have to, in addition to that, you don't have to be charging high ticket out the gate. You might charge a very low amount at first as you start to accumulate your first few client success stories, which is going to build your confidence, which is going to give you more social proof. And then you're going to feel like charging more is a no-brainer. So what we've seen a lot of our coaches do is they might start out with doing some pro bono coaching. Then they start to charge a lower amount. Maybe they begin charging $100 per client. Then it might go to $200, to $300, to $500. Every client, you give yourself a raise, which you're allowed to do. And then after the $500 client, you then give yourself a raise and start charging $1,000 for your coaching. And then from there, $2,000 to then $5,000 or beyond. What you do is you find what you feel confident charging and you go from there. You don't have to wait until you have a full coaching practice in order to give yourself a raise. You are the boss. You get to decide how you want to run your business. That's how it works in the coaching industry. You are allowed to do it. And I will tell you that once you start getting to the point where your confidence will inspire you to charge high ticket, you're not going to turn back. You're going to love being there, because when you are in the high ticket territory, you attract a different caliber of client. You start attracting individuals that are more invested in themselves and their own transformation. So you get very high quality clients. You end up working with people that are really committed to the work and get amazing results. At the same time, because you're now charging high ticket, you're very well resourced. So you're not worrying about paying your own bills and dealing with other expenses. You're making a really good amount of income. So you don't have to worry about other things, and you can now devote yourself more fully to your clients. And often when we see coaches incorporate a high ticket coaching model, they end up working with a more intimate number of clients every year versus having a huge client pool where it's a lot more to manage and track. It's a lot simpler and it's a lot cleaner when you can have an intimate client pool. I'll give you a specific money math example. So let's say that you want to make $100,000 in a year as a coach. Well, if you're charging $10K per client, you just need 10 clients in that entire year to make your $100,000. Okay, if you want to be making $200,000, then you would just need 20 clients in the entire year at $10,000 a client to be making $200,000 a year. So do you see how all of this is so simple once you incorporate a high ticket program into your business? Now, the last concern people often think about this high ticket approach is they think, well, am I only going to be helping very wealthy people? So here's the truth to this. No, you're actually going to be helping more people when you have a high ticket model. And here's what I mean by that. First, number one is that your clients don't have to pay that entire investment up front. You can, of course, set them up with payment plans to make your coaching more accessible. Okay, so you don't have to be accepting the entire payment at once. That's totally fine to do flexible payment options. I'm all about that. But the second thing is this. When you are able to have more spaciousness in your calendar, because you're only working with an intimate number of clients, right? You're not working with 40 clients a week, 30 clients a week, 20 clients a week, 10 clients. You're not having so many coaching sessions a week because you have a more intimate pool of clients. This means you have more spaciousness in your calendar. With this created freedom and spaciousness in your calendar, you can enjoy your life, and you can also find ways to offer more free value to more people. Okay. So, for example, you might have a podcast that you produce episodes for, and people all over the world can get so much value by accessing your free podcast. While at the same time, a portion of those listeners are going to want to work with you, and those are the people that become your clients. So you help a ton of people for free, and you get paid to work with an intimate number of people, and you get extremely wonderful income from that. You're still making a great difference in people's lives, and actually more people's lives, by incorporating a high ticket model in your business. So all you need to know in order to create a high ticket program is you first need to understand the psychology behind it. You need to understand why people invest at that level. You need to understand the psychology part. The second thing you need to know is the blueprint, which is exactly how to craft and design a high ticket program, knowing exactly what to include in it and what are the resources that you can provide that will make it so valuable. And the third piece you need to understand is the marketing. So how do you market? What are the strategies you apply to put this high ticket program in front of the people that want it, so they are attracted to it, so they are excited to say yes, to the point where you don't have to do any convincing. You don't have to be persuading. You don't have to be pushing anyone. People are coming to you saying, I want this and I want it now. Now, this is what we teach you inside Thriving Coach Academy. We teach you how to organically market your business. We teach you how to create a high ticket, high value program. Okay. We also provide you with lifetime access to our whole training program. So this means that as you go through your coach training and you get to the point where you're certified, you don't have to be another Eleanor Shadows. You don't have to be a coach that thinks, oh my gosh, I got my certification, but now what? How do I figure all of this out? We keep the door open for you so that way you can reattend all of our trainings, all of our modules as often as you'd like, and all of our business mentorship. You can continue. We don't limit how many times you can come back in the year. We truly mean it when we say lifetime access. So I want you to know that this horror story from this episode, I don't want it to be you. It doesn't have to be you. I want you to have all of the support. I want you to have the right frameworks. I want you to know exactly how to do it. Coaching is not just something that you learn and you're done. Coaching and entrepreneurship, it really is a lifelong adventure. And I think it's the best adventure we can give ourselves in our lifetime, because it is really a journey that allows us to uncover who we truly are and what's possible. You will hit on and face so many different challenges as an entrepreneur, and you want to make sure you have support and mentorship there for you whenever those challenges do arise. You want to make sure you are doing it the right way, and we'll show you how to do it. So with that being said, I want you all to have a wonderful spooky season or Halloween season. I have been watching scary movies. I'm having a little Halloween party this weekend at my house, which I'm looking forward to, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So enjoy your Halloween season. Hopefully you have the good kind of scares that you enjoy and not the bad kind of scares, like the scare of not knowing what to do as a coach or an entrepreneur, because those scares are solvable. So enjoy your holiday and spooky season. And before we finish this episode, of course, I'm going to include a clip from one of our students in the academy. You can listen to their story and really listen closely, because they're going to share exactly what they found to be useful for their success, and you can learn from their wisdom. Enjoy their story. I promise it won't be as spooky as the one from this episode. And I will see you all in the next episode.
I'm Nanika Thompson. I'm the founder and principal of Mariama Consulting. About a year ago, I came to a point in my career where I was ready to take the leap into entrepreneurship. It had always been something I considered, but I really felt ready to do it after 15 years working for someone else. So I decided to take my experience helping businesses improve their worker skills into my own hands. And I started my own company, consulting, but doing some coaching on the side. But I was never formally trained in coaching. So it was at that point where I decided that I wanted to take what I was kind of doing on the side and bring it under my company, but learn how to do it right. As a consultant, there were organizations looking to hire me, and they said, "We want to hire you as a coach." So they were using the term coach. So I found Thriving Coach Academy on the ICF website, and I scheduled a consultation with the admissions team. And what I learned was that the program was so comprehensive and so fast paced. It was what I was looking for. I realized it was for me. And throughout the program, everything's been really interactive. The trainings have been intensive. And I knew that this was a place where I could progress quickly. Just a few months into the program, I discovered an amazing corporate coaching opportunity, and I just decided to apply. I wasn't done with the program yet, but I went ahead anyways. Part of the interview process was mock coaching. So, because Thriving has you do these Zoom practice sessions, I was already prepared. I overcoached. Like, they were like, okay, like the coaching that you're giving us is like, and by the end of the interview, they were so impressed, they hired me on the spot. And now I have a 12-month coaching opportunity as that I can bring under my consulting business. And now I see more opportunities to provide corporate career coaching, and I'm not even certified yet. The instruction is absolutely top notch. Every professional that I work with is talented, they're engaging, and they're experienced, and they want me to win in my business. Throughout the program, I was learning tools and techniques for actual coaching, but there's also this really great business development part of the course. This is the best professional development investment that I've made in myself, because it's really not just a training program, it's an experience. And it just shows through and through by the way that the program is put together, the care and of the materials, the group format. I was able to build my network from the very first training session. The coaching I was doing before is nowhere what I'm doing now. And I've expanded so much from what I understand coaching to be now. Before enrolling, I thought that the training was going to be too basic. I thought I would need to invest in more business training, but I found everything under one roof. So I've been through a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, countless training programs, and Thriving Coach Academy is really stellar training. It's really a top-notch program. I would tell anyone who's considering Thriving Coach Academy that you will be blown away with the investment that you are making in yourself. It will exceed your expectations.
Hey, would you like access to powerful coaching tools you can use on yourself and clients right away? For being a listener of the podcast, I'm giving you a VIP guest pass to get a sneak peek into my coach training program. Inside, you'll learn our coaches' secret tool they use to transform their clients' lives. And you'll also get a training on how to launch a coaching business. Just head over to www.thrivingcoachacademy.com/VIP to get started. I'll see you on the inside.